I have always had this question in my head, like coming up to like my consciousness, like, like bubbles, like coming to the surface of like water, like time to time, repeatedly. And the question is like, why do I exist? Why am I here in this world? What is the reason for me to exist? And I'm sure like many people have had that question, and that's why there are many philosophers in many civilizations, over history. I created the animation thinking about what's my reason to exist. And these are the kind of thoughts that came to my mind, but that we all have many categories and labels that we were born with. For example, race, ethnicity, citizenship, cultural heritage, social class, economic status of our root, and DNA that determines our physique and health. We didn't choose any of these on our own when we were born, yet we have them. Therefore, I don't know if I can truly say that every human being on this earth stands on the same start line if we are to run the sprint in the race. I don't know at the time of our birth, are we on the same line? I don't know. I can't say that. And so I often ask myself, what am I supposed to do with what I was born with? And I don't have clear answers to that question. I'm in the process of, searching for the answers still. But I believe that, all people on Earth were equal in the beginning of the human history. Over time, many civilizations and cultures twisted the true value and dignity of each one of us. I do feel that we are striving to restore what was twisted to be straight. That's why the social movements to eliminate inequality exist. In this American society, we are fighting racism, sexism, prejudice, and discrimination through how we treat each other in our daily lives. And even if we do not officially belong to social, activism or any organization, each day, every day we live, and how we view other people, those are the things that change the society. And so I believe that we are, each one of us here, are making changes every day. And I also wanted to go into my animation. That's why, my animation starts with the sprout of a tree, and the sprout actually consists of different colors. And when the tree, after some frustration, produces the fruits, and 4 human beings come out, and those 4 different human beings were in the 4 different colors that the tree started. So anyway, I was expressing my thought process, and I can't find my answers yet, but then I know that there's a reason why I'm here, and I was born with these things that I was born with. So that process was reflected in my animation. And thank you again for coming to this event. If you have any question, please ask me at the Q&A session. Thank you.
Like I'm seeing the trees, like it's like gathering from, it's taking in what's around it, and I'm wondering like what are the frustrations that it's taking in, and like I'm sort of interpreting it as like it's taking in these frustrations, like having to deal with this, and then like also like trying to throw it away and get rid of it. Does that sound sort of like what you were intending, or?
I intended to depict the birth process, and I was also reflecting to my pregnancy and childbirth, and I was also thinking that kind of struggle and the birth process in pain is the process of creating like equality, like what's twisted, because we give value and like we assign meaning, we create meaning and assign it in every society, civilization. Those are man-made, meaning, and oftentimes the people in the center of the civilization give meaning to others so that they can be proud of themselves. But so that twisted system, like to make what's twisted to be straight, that's almost like a birth process. It's almost like recreating, it's almost like we have to like break it down, what exists and reconstruct. But that's also birthing pain. Like when women push out the baby, it's like so painful, but then something good will come out, like after the labor, and that's why I did that. That makes sense.
I have more technical question. What kind of software do you use to do animation? All of you.
I use software called Krita. It's a free software, it's open source.
What's it called?
Krita, Krita. Yes, and I painted each frame with Wacom tablet that's hooked up to my laptop. But like I am probably more proficient with like linear animation. Like I'm very proficient with After Effects, but I also am trying to grow my skills in frame by frame animation. So I used Krita for this one, and I painted like one frame at a time. But at the compositing process, I also use After Effects. Yes.
Frame by frame, but a monster.
Yeah.